For more, let's bring in conservative Congressman Thomas Massie of the great state of Kentucky. Sir, it is wonderful to have you. You know, I think the only thing that can save the Democrats now is enough of these fake Republicans work to bail them out. My sense is if the Democrats want to commit political suicide, we ought to let them, right?
Yeah, and just to your point about who's essential and who's not, they let each congressional office decide which of our employees are essential during a shutdown. And I tell all of my employees, you're all coming to work, you're all essential. I'm not going to treat you as unessential. And oh, by the way, you're not getting a paid vacation, which if they didn't pay government workers during this shutdown, after the shutdown's over, Schumer wouldn't be doing this because most of them are Democrats. Now let's talk about what Schumer is threatening to do. He is threatening to do a filibuster because Mike Johnson offered him the Schumer budget from 2024. This is a continuing resolution. What does it continue? It continues Schumer's budget that he did with Biden in 2024. It's the last 15 months of Biden's presidency carried out through the first 9 months of Trump's presidency. It's ridiculous that he's threatening to shut down the government over that, and he's complaining that Republicans didn't consult him. Maybe that's because Republicans thought they were giving him everything he should want. And let's talk about how we got here. Yeah, how we got here. I'm, by the way, the only one who didn't vote for this in the House. I didn't want to continue the Biden-Schumer budget into Trump's presidency. But here's how we got here in September, and some of your clips are Democrats in September talking about this. In September, Mike Johnson said, let's do a CR until after the election. We don't want to screw up the election. We don't want to fight now. So let's fight after the election. Well, guess what? We won the whole shooting match in the election. So what'd we do in December? We said, let's don't fight now. Let's do another CR of the Biden-Schumer budget until we get a new majority leader, Republican majority leader in the Senate, and we get Trump in the White House. And let's don't do it till January. We were talking about doing a CR in December to get to January. We said, let's do it till March, because then the president will have his legs underneath of him, and the Senate will be operating on all 8 cylinders, and we can fight in March. So we did the CR in December until March, and then here we are, we're the day before the shutdown, and what are we doing? Yeah. We're saying, you know what, we need to punt another 6 months because we're not ready. Wait, we had 6 months to get ready to get here, and we're not ready? Give me a break.
Right there with you, Congressman. I've said, you know, that the Republicans in the past have always promised us, oh, we'll fight tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes. Look, Elon Musk has been putting this out. The online influencers like @Amuse, they're sharing screen captures of the Democrats' social media posts. As you can see, we're going to put it up on the screen. They all cut and pasted the same message. You know, in my mind, this shows that Democrats are taking orders from an unseen hand, not their voters. It also tells me they have no independent initiative, no independent thoughts or understanding of anything other than their quest for raw power and control over our people. How do you see it?
Well, I see it the same way, but let's be careful. I'm not sure they're speaking with one voice in the Senate right now. Allegedly, they had a meeting and there was some shouting behind the doors that could be heard. And that's because there are vulnerable Democrat senators who Chuck Schumer is going to drag into a shutdown. And the way shutdowns end, Chris, is both sides do polling, and when one side decides they're losing, then they give up. And in the meantime, the government's shut down. And these Democrats, you know, it may hurt Trump, the shutdown, of these Senate Democrats. And I think that's what Mike Johnson was planning on. He said, look, there's enough Democrats over there who can't afford to go through a shutdown. So let's just give them everything they want. The House gives the Senate Democrats everything they want. And guess what? It's not enough.
Right. It's never enough for these leftists. And Congressman, you have a very good sense of that. Congressman Massie, don't be a stranger to this program, sir. Come back soon. Thank you very much.